Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the...
Great chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, they could break here. That's good vision. Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Haaland. Nedved. And the counter is on. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nedved. Danger averted for now. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Thuram. And it's Nagatomo. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now, this could be a chance. Shot at goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Pirlo does really well to win the ball there. Nagatomo. Nedved. Nedved. And here's Haaland. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Seedorf takes control of it and he's on the move. Pirlo. Ambitious ball here. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Seedorf. Passes coming off in quick succession here. There's the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Thuram. Figo. Knocks it into space. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to dink it through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Thuram. Ferdinand. Gerrard. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. That's Thuram. And it's Bale.
That was lovely, that.
Very nicely done. Ball's gone out of play. Gerrard. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross in. Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Seedorf. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! He scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Nedved demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Vietnam have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options.
Can he finish? Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Come backwards here.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Pirlo. Seedorf. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now the cross. That's well blocked, and back out it comes.
Well, he certainly...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Vietnam are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And that's the second half started.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Haaland.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Haaland dominates aerially so often. And it's Seedorf. Bale. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival.
Wow, look who's involved.
Gerrard. Figo. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gerrard. And it's Ronaldinho. Seedorf. Pirlo. Nedved. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos. That's Rijkaard. Looking for a runner. Maldini calmly anticipates. Pirlo.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rijkaard. And it's Figo. Ronaldinho. That's a decent clearance. It's Gerrard! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 5, Nedved. Number 13, Seedorf.
And here's Drogba. He's on it. Can he get away? And he was alert to it.
Number 24.
Shifted it to the flank.
Mbappe. Number 19, Didier Drogba.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Gullit. Number 8, Pedri. Number
Thuram.
2, Xavi. Substitution in progress.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's in on Ronaldinho! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Nagatomo. And it's Thuram. Stood up well to him there. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good alertness. Xavi. Gullit. 75 minutes played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, good-looking ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Eto'o.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's the chance to counter. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Just 5 minutes left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gerrard.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
There
Well, that's
will be
good
1
defending.
minute added
He
time.
squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, after all of that, Jim, Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. Short changes him with that pass. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro? Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here, and again! He will be livid with himself. Thuram. Eto'o. He's played it back. Rijkaard. Out towards the flank. That's a throw. But it's Thuram. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vietnam are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Nedved. Rijkaard. Figo to Gerrard. And it's Gullit. Gullit goes steaming forward. And here's Mbappe. That's very neat. Mbappe is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a good look here. Pirlo! Nesta. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Eto'o. Figo. Vietnam do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your...
And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Figo clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Seedorf. And it's Pirlo. And it's Gullit. Driving. Gullit! And it's a goal! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Oh, easy pickings there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's Seedorf. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Seedorf. And here's Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Eto'o. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vietnam looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And here's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Figo, not the most accurate pass. Gerrard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Half-time getting close now. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gerrard. Hullet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Eto'o. That is a great pick out. He's shifting through the gear. Goes for a shot! It's a loose ball. Now this could be a chance. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Vietnam carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Nedved. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. This might spell danger. Lovely feet. And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. It's a searching pass. That has not gone well. No way through there. Seedorf. Pirlo. Nagatomo looking to penetrate opposition lines. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. And it's Zico. Now that looks a decent ball. Skims one in. Cleared without complication.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's in a good position here. Vietnam are still that goal to the good. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pirlo, who's set up one goal so far. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that has been clubbed away. And it's Nedved. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Roberto Carlos floated through. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Ball played for Zico. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, nice touch. Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's the shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pirlo cuts it out. Vietnam finding their passes. And it's Pirlo. Pull it. And it's Seedorf. Haaland! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 13, Seedorf. Number 14, Pirlo. Number
Xavi.
9,
Pedri.
Erling Haaland. Number
Roberto
24,
Carlos gets across to intercept that. And here's the chance to counter.
Number 23,
Threads one in.
Platini.
He's in space and looking for options.
Pedri.
Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And yes, it's there! Do not write them off. Back they come. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Borussia Dortmund really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Distributed tidily. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri can so cleverly bypass the press.
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Zico. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And we're done. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Thank you for your cooperation.
My thanks to Jim. We both... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Out to the left it goes. Roberto Carlos. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And it's Pirlo. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Nesta. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Pirlo. Now it's Mbappe. Real Mbappe! Rijkaard pokes it out wide.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Seedorf. And the shot! There it is! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe. Nice sequence of passes, this. Vietnam are enjoying a good spell right now and leading.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Figo. Gerrard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp. He's having a shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Seedorf. And it's Pirlo. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to pass it through. Shot could be on. It's net! Deftly away. Nagatomo delivers. Oh, important interception. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard.
This is the time you need that pace. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we have our very first corner. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The ball goes in. It's a goal kick. That has been cut short. Now it's Figo. Oh, can he get onto this? There's the whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Vietnam certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Vietnam ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again. Roberto Carlos. Zico. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bale. Now it's Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? More and more pressure on the ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Seedorf. And it's Pirlo. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
No, again there's no way through. Nagatomo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Bale. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Maldini. Vietnam, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard. Just about up to the hour now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Ah, that's a fine interception. Seedorf. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicely weighted ball. Look at the space here. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Thuram. Zico. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Roberto Carlos. To Gerrard. And here's Mbappe. Zico, he rises!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Pirlo. He might be in here! Seedorf, who's set up one goal so far. Roberto Carlos. And it's Nedved. Pirlo. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking tidy in possession here. Seedorf. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Mbappe. Zico. And that's... Oh, shoots! It's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Number 14.
It's a promising run he's making on the right.
Coming on the field.
Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Number 11.
Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's being shifted off it. And he's surging through. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Bale. Roberto Carlos. And the cross comes in. And he's there to clear it.
Borussia Dortmund really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking here to chip it through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And time is up. Vietnam can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Vietnam really had a measure of control throughout and strengthened their grip on a victory as the game progressed.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.